Taribana, half a century ago, this is the place where hectares of vineyards turned into a lifeless desert with no indication of a revival. Each October, when the harvesting ends in Kakheti, the population live in anticipation for the coming autumn. However, 10 years ago, everything changed. Nowadays, with the arrival of winter, the olive harvesting begins. The locals are still harvesting and planting new olive seedlings. At this point, Kakheti comes to life again so beautifully. From year to year, here in Taribana, where there are the most favorable conditions for growing olives, the area of plantations is growing and jobs are also increasing. This year, Georgia became the chairman of the International Olive Organization. We talked to the president of the organization and at the same time, the chairman of the Association of Olive Entrepreneurs in Georgia, Georgi Svanidze.
Dear friends, hello to everyone watching Saperavi TV channel. I am sure that most farmers within the agricultural business enjoy watching Saperavi TV as they are constantly educated, learning how to effectively behave within the agricultural sphere. I would like to start talking about the olives. As you know, we have been working within the olive culture for 10 years already in Georgia. You can see how olive seedlings are being planted in Georgia. And you can see how a desert can become a huge fertile olive plantation. Altogether, more than 1,000 hectares are already planted and more trees are being planted every year on acres of land that did not bring any income for the country. But nowadays, countless farmers and peasants are involved in building and looking after these beautiful plantations. As a result, Georgia turns into such an attractive country, so much so that more international and local investors are attracted during the World Assembly of Olives in Georgia in June and July of 2021. Consequently, more and more investments will go into building plantations of olives, almonds and other cultures. We invite technologists from all over the world. They teach our specialists how to build olive plantations and take care of them. We appeal to all the farmers and citizens who are connected to agriculture to become a part of this historical movement and to plant and grow more and more olives. In doing so, it will benefit you and your descendants for thousands of years. I wish you all success and a good harvest in your business.
Now we move on to a 4-year-old olive grove. The first crop on this plantation will be harvested next year. Olive cultivation has not stopped in any of these seasons, and Georgian olive oil is stable in stores. Mr. Georgi urges us to cultivate olives.
You can see how big these 4-year-old trees are. Next year, these trees will be included within the harvest. It was a deserted field, and now you can see how big olive plantations have been built here. We are planning more and more every year, and we are not going to stop. Next year, the harvesting of these trees will start. As you know, when these trees are 5 years old, they already can be harvested. That's the reason why we harvest more and more every year. I am sure that next year we will harvest more than 200 tons of olive oil and olives in Georgia. So I recommend the development of more olive plantations, a 1,000-year-old culture that will bring you and your children and grandchildren a big success.
დიდ პარაქას და წარმატებას.
Now you can see that the planting starts. We talked about it already, that this place was deserted and empty. It hasn't been cultivated for 30 years. Today you can see how the plantations are being built. We plant different species of olives. That's Gamblik, mostly Mavzolina, Domati and others. We are planning to add Erbequin and Arbozani. Each planted tree will bring us a harvest in 5 years and for the next 1,000 years. Moreover, I can say that hundreds of people, hundreds of farmers and hundreds of peasants are employed during planting these trees and through the harvest. Various processes take place during the year: planting, watering, tilling, nutrition. So the workers are always employed. As the farmer receives his income, so do our peasants. That's why I recommend others to build more and more olive plantations. Nowadays, Georgia is in a deficit of product and thus fails to have access to the world's largest markets, to access the world's international olive stock exchange, and to be able to sell our products. So I request you all to plant more olive plantations, and I promise that every kilogram will be sold. Olives are very lucrative for your family and your country. Thank you very much and wish you great success now and in the future.
The cultivation of olives allows the employment of hundreds of people. In winter, when there are no jobs, it is an extra source of income for them. Everyone works here, from the young to the old. They will go on to share their experiences with their grandchildren. This knowledge never dies.
It's a really good thing that we will be employed. There was only a grape harvest before and we were working on vineyards, but now we begin to work on the olive plantations and we don't even have any experience. We are very grateful to have a chance to work here, to increase our experience and learn on the job. There are many young people among us who will start working and we are very happy about this. We will understand it and work hard. If there are more people like Mr. Georgi, we won't have so many deserted fields and places in Georgia.
Finding employees is the most difficult and important thing today. Okay? These people are learning throughout the process. This is a new culture, a new field. Today, they're working and studying here, and tomorrow they will become professionals within this olive industry. At first, when these beautiful people came here, it was extremely difficult for them as they didn't know how to work with this climate and culture. They didn't know how to plant and other case details for optimal olive growth. Now, They are very well educated within the industry and their knowledge continues to increase. I am very happy to have such great co-workers. Even young people are interested in this field. They will learn, and this field will develop and never die. It will be profitable for both the country and families of these beautiful people. As a result, the budgets will increase, salaries will increase, pensions will increase, more schools, colleges, and kindergartens will be built. Working activates the true potential of mankind, so let's work hard and do everything to develop this culture and our entire country.
Harvesting is determined by the number of warm autumn days. Therefore, the harvest lasts from November to mid-December. TV Sapuravi will definitely come back to the harvest in Taribana.